Welcome you to another Texas Leprechaun channel video. Uh, Many people have been putting out EDC videos, and I figured, hey, why not? I'll show everybody basically what I carry every day. And so here we go. So first up, I guess I'll start off with the phone. It's standard Apple iPhone 6, I guess it is. iPhone 6. It's in a OtterBox Defender case, and that's because, well, I'm extremely hard on my phones, and I don't know why. It just happens. Maybe it's my job, maybe it's just my I don't know what I do, but as you can see there's some damage there. I've probably dropped this thing a dozen times, and man, OtterBox is worth every cent. Screen's never cracked, never had an issue out of my phones because I've always used an OtterBox. And I've had a lot of friends and coworkers that inevitably with. And yeah, it's great. It's lightweight, doesn't take up much space. Drop it in a pocket, never really know it's there, and of course until you need it. So very easy to maintain. I started off with one of the metal ones, and I just noticed that they just got really heavy over time, and that's so lightweight in comparison that it's been a winner. So next is my wallet. I don't know the brand. There's the logo. Don't know if that actually shows up too well, but it is a money clip billfold. It's very slim, very compact. I don't put much in there, and there's a reason for that. It's because I don't like carrying a lot of cards if I can help it, and plus that particular one has the RFID protection on it. My wife bought me that probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and it's worn pretty well. It's the only thing I think it's been wearing out is this little money clip section here, and that keeps probably rubbing against my pants or something, and invariably it will wear down. I'll have to wrap that with something. But yeah, I don't know. It's done really well. Lightweight, fits in my front pocket very easily. Next up is my watch. So you're like, wow, amazing. It's a Fossil. Well, there's a reason for that, because I've had other brands, Seikos, Kinetics, things like that, that I paid a lot more money for, like $350, $400, and I don't know, they're nice, but once again, like what I said on my phone, I'm extremely hard on my, gear, and I want something that's going to last. And interestingly enough, this is the only watch I've ever had that lasts me as long as it has, and this has been like 4 or 5 years. A lot of people think it's actually more expensive than it was. I think I spent like 60, 70 bucks on it. Like I said, that was 4 or 5 years ago, and it's still ticking. There's been no other watch I've ever had that has stood up to any kind of abuse, and it still works. The only thing I've had to do with this thing is change out the battery a couple times. So well worth it, and I'll probably never get rid of it until it just kicks the bucket. So moving on. Flashlight. Big advocate of carrying a little flashlight. I don't like carrying big flashlights. I prefer a single AAA battery. It's slim, very lightweight, compact. I used to carry a Streamlight MicroStream, and in all honesty, I kind of like the tail cap button much more. I don't know. The way I hold my hand or the way I activate it, to me, I like it more. But it's bigger, and it's not as bright. I mean, this sucker, I forgot the lumens, but it has 3 settings, and it just knocks it out. And it's smaller, very compact. I can put this in a pocket for the most part, and it just fades away, right? You don't really even notice that you're carrying it. Like I said, the only thing I don't really like about it is that you have to twist it, and sometimes you might actually have to get your second hand to do it. But for all intents and purposes, works very, very well. and highly recommend it. It's the Through Knot Tie 3. Next up to the right, this is the first one I've used, and as you can tell, it's pretty well used. Works well. Yeah, can't complain. Highly recommend it. Next up is the Leatherman Skeletal. Now, I used to carry the Leatherman Wave, and what I realized is that it was really heavy and bulky, and predominantly the only thing I really used was the screwdriver and pliers. That's really about it. And I figured, hey, what's out there that can handle, any basic load, any job, and it's pretty much this. I mean, it's virtually a full-size set of pliers, and the bits that I use that come with that is pretty much everything I use. So, yeah, it works. And plus, it's a lot smaller. Plus, it's a lot easier to work with, because if you need to, while you're working on something, you can clip that to your belt loop and retrieve it pretty easily. I don't know. It's worked very well for me, and I highly recommend using it again. I'm not necessarily partial just to Leatherman, but so far that's the one that seems to work very well for me, so I've just stuck with it. The next up, if anyone has seen any of my videos, you probably already know this. Of course, this is the Benchmade Mini Grip with the sheet foot blade, and it's sporting the AWT aluminum scales. And what is this? This is the OD green with the bronze backspacer. Freaking love this thing. I mean, it's just, love the axis lock, love the blade, love the scales. It's small enough where it's compact, but yet big enough where you can handle pretty decent tasks. Lightweight. Love the axis lock, of course. And once I put my own edge on that sucker, cuts like a dream. So highly recommend that. Definitely take a look at AWT's website. They have some great deals going on right now. And plus, if you buy a set of their scales and you give them a review, they'll send you a coupon for like $10. And then if you put it on Facebook or something, they'll give you a $15 coupon off your next purchase. So trust me, in my opinion, it's well worth it. So definitely do it. Next up is the Boker pen. I'm not a huge pen guy, but I always have a pen. And I, decided one day to start looking for some. And I did buy, I want to say it was either Smith & Wesson or Schrade tactical pen. Because, well, let's just face it, I was curious and I wanted one. So I got one. It wasn't very user-friendly. The top didn't stay on while you're writing. I don't know. I just didn't like it too much. And I thought, hey, this sucker's a little different. It's smaller, compact. Love them. It's not scales. I don't know the body. This particular one is micarta, and I just love the design on it. And this is a bolt action, and for some reason I just love that. And I've gotten tons and tons of compliments on that thing. Tons of people, coworkers, they want to use it, and then they want to keep it, because it also you can use the Fisher Space Pen refills, and they write like a dream. So once again, highly recommend that. I've had that for easily a year or 2 years, and I don't know, it works, so therefore I keep using it. And last is my keys. So not many frills here. Got the Night Eyes Doohickey, and pretty much the only thing I really use off of this is, well, the bottle opener. Yeah, I've used that a few times. And then I guess this little piece right here, and I'm not sure if you can see it, if it reflects the light too well. They've beveled the edge right here so you could use it as a box opener. And it's not sharp. I mean, I can run my finger over it without a problem, but it's edged enough where you can actually cut open a box, like tape, open a box. I've used that a few times because I didn't want to gum up my knife. And yeah, it does well, but I don't know. I'm debating whether I still want to keep this on it. These are awesome. These are the Uncle Bill's Silver Gripper little tweezers. And you're probably wondering why I carry tweezers, but believe it or not, I've used these much more than I use that doohickey. They just work. I mean, if you're having to get something and they have such a fine point, you definitely want to try these out. They're not that expensive. They're stainless, so they're not going to rust on you. They fit onto your key ring, and they're so lightweight you won't even notice they're there. So, yeah, highly recommended. And I guess one of the last things is this. I carry my safe key that's actually in my truck, where I keep my gun and knives. If I'm going into the store or whatever that doesn't allow these, I drop it in there and make sure that it stays safe. So that's it. Well, that's pretty much everything. This is and literally this is what I carry every damn day. So it doesn't weigh me down too much. I mean, it might look like a lot, but quite honestly, once you put everything in its right place, it wears well. Now I do use the clip for this, so that's not in a pocket. That's in my shirt. I keep these in my front right pocket. That's in my back left pocket. That's in my front right pocket with these. These I put actually with my wallet in my left pocket. This in my right back pocket. Of course, that's on my wrist. So, I mean, everything goes really well, and it works. So, once again, this is the Texas Leprechaun. If you would, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. If you like my channel, definitely hit the like button, or like the video rather. Hit the like button. If you got suggestions, comments, or you know what, tell me what you're carrying in your EDC. I want to hear maybe what some options are out there that are really working for you, and maybe I can really modify this setup.